We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Lance now on first down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And Lance now to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Lance again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 38, Lance. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now a play fake. Lance. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lance looks to throw again. Screen play, Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. From the 29, Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd and goal, Lance escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 24, Mon. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with the last game.
We're scoreless after 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mond. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mond out of the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Mond going to throw it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 29, Mond. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Lance going to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. Buying time to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, Swift. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Lance. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he stopped immediately there. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mon. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mond. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Mond. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Mon looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Play action, now it's Lance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's a diving catch right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
On the tackle. A gain of 7. First down, Vikings.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackle almost on the spot. That means they have to run
the gun. Here's Mond. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, here's Mond. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He's back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Swift's got the first down and then some. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Lance. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
On play action, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal.
Check. Watch the D4. Watch the D4. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
And Lance now to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back on the 17. So some